Well, we are now here live at the KRC, as we mentioned, and joining us, yes, we have Anthony from the Wiggles and Captain Feathersword himself. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
G'day, Anthony.
Do you know how many kids we have at home who are jumping up and down, excited right about now?
Well, I hope so, because it's great to be here. I tell you, we love touring around, doing our shows and getting to meet everyone.
Well, it's fantastic that you came back. We have to mention, of course, that you were here in Kingston last year. We had an opportunity to interview you. That was your first trip to Canada. First time you saw snow, first time you saw squirrels. What'd you think? You decided to come back once again.
Well, yeah, people from Australia don't see squirrels. I know you guys, some people there are pests, but for us, they're fantastic. We all take pictures of them. And the snow, it was the first time a lot of us had seen snow this time last year. Captain Feathersword.
Especially in a city.
Yeah, in a city.
Because we have snow, but it's on the mountain. It's on the mountain. You have to drive. You have to go on jet skis, everything to get there. It's a long way away, but in the city, it's fantastic.
And he saw a chipmunk today for the first time.
First time ever, a little chipmunk, tiny little thing.
And
It was fantastic.
His name was Alvin.
I'm assuming you don't have those, obviously, in
No.
Australia. That's a good voice. And for considering
could just do it.
Since it's the first
do
time he's
opera
had
voice,
to
do
saw a
what?
chipmunk.
La donna.
What else can he do?
Just press a button, robot. You can do Tickle Me Elmo.
This guy's non-stop. You know what?
Fantastic, I know.
And this is just a little bit of a taste of what the energy of this show is like. isn't it?
Absolutely, and the energy comes from the children and the mums and dads who come to the show because they're excited to see the show, and we're excited that they're having a good time.
Let's talk about this year's show. This is called Go Bananas. How is this different from, say, perhaps what happened last year here?
Yeah, well, it's probably more acrobatics and gymnastics and more fun. Last year was fun, but this year's even more fun.
go bananas.
Lots of music, yeah.
Bananas?
Absolutely bananas.
Bananas.
Bananas. Sorry, bananas. We got bananas. Bananas.
And we've got these wonderful gymnasts over here. Look at them
Okay.
practicing for the
Yeah.
show.
Well, what are they doing here in the background? These are a big part of the show, right?
Yeah, that's Adrian and Carl. This is just a few of Australia's greatest gymnasts, and they do lots of body weight sort of stuff, tumbling, turns. They're on a cube now. They're doing crazy handstands and all sorts of things. So they warm themselves up for the show. Yeah.
Okay, and this is a major part of the show, right?
Absolutely, and you won't believe it, but Jeff does some tumbles. Captain Feathersword, come on, let's see a hand.
Anthony and I,
Let's
we
see a
try-
handstand
We
now.
try and do some of this stuff too.
Here he
Okay,
goes,
handstand.
ready?
Okay,
Captain Feathersword handstand.
handstand.
Yep, up he goes.
Look out! Well done,
He's
Captain Feathersword. Now I
Best one
recall
I've ever done.
Captain Feathersword takes some risk because last year, actually, I remember you coming in from the top,
He
right?
did, and
Yes, I did.
And
I
this is a true
down a
story.
rope and-
He popped 3 ribs when he did it.
No
because he landed
way.
bad on his head, and
no.
we don't do that in the show anymore.
No
That's
more
the
swinging
truth.
around the ring, so boom.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Sometimes it's okay though. I was okay. I was fine.
There's a great chiropractor in Kingston. There really is. Helps us out.
I tell you, I don't know if this show is just for kids because you guys are cracking me up. Too.
Oh, we have fun.
Parents
We
are
have
obviously
fun.
love the show as well.
It's fun. We take Australian coffee wherever we go, and we have a good time. It's the coffee.
Okay, so for people who don't have kids and
Yep.
they're wondering, they've heard about the Wiggles a little bit, but who are the Wiggles? Fill them in on what you guys are all about.
Okay, well, we started at Macquarie University in Sydney, in Australia. We're early childhood educators, and we formed the Wiggles to be a theatre group for children and incorporate early childhood education and music in a way that children find engaging and fun. And we've been doing it for nearly 20 years now.
Wow.
And we travel the world, and we really think Canada and Australia have got a lot in common.
Yeah, absolutely. Two fantastic countries that have similarities without a doubt. Captain Feathersword, what are you all about? What's with the feather sword?
The feather sword is just for tickling, so that way it can't hurt anybody. It's wonderful, and of course I love to use it. I tickle Dorothy, and Wags loves to be tickled. Wags the dog, it's great, and Dorothy.
And the captain's got an incredible pause button too. If he talks,
Yeah,
like
that's right.
That's it.
we can leave him there, come back, go to a cup of coffee, come back, and the captain's still there like that.
For what, like an hour?
You come back next year, he'll still be
Next
like that.
year, he'll
yeah,
still be
he'll
like
be like that. Yes.
We better get him going again,
Okay.
right?
Oh yeah. Henry the Octopus. Yeah.
Well, this is great. This is fantastic. Okay, so I know a lot of people are looking forward to this, obviously, and it's going to be
He
just
cracks
a great
me up still.
Are you kidding? Me too.
The two Anthonys.
We're just trying to keep up with Captain Feathersword, without a doubt. No one can even come close to that. So this is happening tonight, of course. 6:30 is
Yeah.
showtime.
Yep.
right? You're only in Kingston for tonight for the one show.
Tonight, and then we travel to the States, somewhere in there. I don't know where. We're going somewhere.
Very nice.
But we've had a great
nice.
time in Canada. We really have. We've been to Toronto and all the great places.
Well, I know a lot of
Ottawa.
people are looking forward to the show without a doubt. You just came from Toronto doing a few shows there. How'd you like that?
That was the Rogers Centre was amazing for us. Big centre, and never do an interview with a mobile phone because.
Phone is going off. Who's calling? Answer. Who's calling? Who's calling?
Hello, it's my wife.
It's your wife.
She just got back to Australia.
She just travelled back to Australia.
interview.
Mickey, you're live on Kingston television. Fantastic. I better call you back.
Happy right now. Okay, sounds good.
Sorry about that.
Well, listen, that's fantastic. Listen, I have to tell you before we get out of here, Captain Featherstar just loving that one. Listen, I have to tell you before we get out of here, you guys, I had the pleasure of interviewing you last year, off camera and on. Fantastic people. You guys are
thanks,
great,
Anthony.
and we really appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks,
have a
mate.
great
Thanks
one
for having us.
tonight. Captain
See ya.
Featherstar, thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much. See you later.
Can we
Kingston.
pause 'em?
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. You can go again.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right, well, there you go. We got to get on out of here. So make sure you come on down to the KRC if you're heading out to see the Wiggles. We're going to show you some of the gymnasts. They're getting ready for tonight's show as well. Speaking of shows, we have more News Watch at 5:30 coming right up after the break.